On the 14th of May 2008, Annette and Brian Swanson were woken by a phone call just before 2 a.m. It was their son Brandon, who was telling his parents that he had driven his Chevrolet Lumina into a ditch and couldn't remove the car. He claimed he was not injured and asked them to come and pick him up. The Swansons got in their pickup truck and left their Marshall, Minnesota home to retrieve their son, but when they arrived at where Brandon said he was, there was no sign of him or his car. At this point, Brandon was still on the phone with his parents. He flashed his car lights, and his father did the same, but they couldn't see each other. Frustrations grew, and Brandon gave up and told his parents that he was going to walk towards lights that he believed to be the small town of Lind. He instructed Brian to go to the parking lot of a local bar and wait for him there. The pair continued to talk on the phone, but at around 2:30 a.m., Brandon suddenly said, "Oh shit," before the call abruptly ended. Brian tried calling his son a number of times, but Brandon never answered. At 6:30 a.m., after hours of searching, Brian notified authorities that his son was missing. Lind police began searching for the 19-year-old college student, and after looking at his cell phone history, it was discovered that he had been calling from the vicinity of Taunton along State Highway 68, around 25 miles or 40 kilometers from where he insisted he was. Police began searching in this area and found Brandon's car abandoned in a ditch off a gravel road. There was no sign of Swanson and no footprints to determine the direction he had walked. Authorities and volunteers searched for months on foot, horseback and all-terrain vehicles, but could not locate Brandon. Search dogs were also used, and on one occasion, they picked up a 3-mile scent trail that led them to the Yellow Medicine River. Sadly, searches are unsuccessful, and Brandon Swanson still remains missing. He had been celebrating finishing his first year at college with friends at a home in Canby, and while he did consume alcohol, his friends believed that he wasn't intoxicated. Brian Swanson also shared the same opinion. The most widely believed theories in the disappearance of Brandon Swanson include him drowning in the Yellow Medicine River or falling into an unmarked cistern or well. Brandon's law was passed in 2008, and it requires Minnesota police to immediately search for missing adults under 21, as well as other adults who are missing under suspicious circumstances. Brian and Annette Swanson still keep their porch light burning for their missing son. "There's no reason to turn it off now," said Brandon's father, who hopes that one day his son will be found so they can finally turn the light off.